to my future self, trust the process. God's timing is perfect. You got it. Just do what he says do. All the provision that you need is already there. You just have to make the moves. Trust in his word that whatever move that you make, if you do it in line with God, it will come to pass. And don't get puffed up when the vision comes to pass like you did it, because it wasn't you. Bye. Good morning. Good news. My mountain didn't fall last night, and it seems like it's pretty stable. Bad news. Jose lost his grandmother last night, so it's pretty sad. So I'm gonna try to do what I need to do and just come home so I can be with him. Look at, it was a dove just flew right in front of my car. That was either a dove or a pigeon. So I'll give him a couple of updates. So hustling hard. I have not made really much progress. I did complete the BOI, beneficial ownership something. I did that last week. I got that done. I still need to do my DBA. I still have not put no money in that relay account. So that is another thing that I need to do. Transfer some funds into that account so I can start paying things out of that business account. That was the whole point, so that I could keep track of my spending and knowing what I spent so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it for hustle right now. Really? Okay, it's like midday. It's a little after 3 in the afternoon. I'm gonna run by my aunt and drop her off this yogurt. And I got my favorite Little Debbie cakes because I'm so hungry. It's been non-stop since I got here this morning. And unfortunately I didn't get to eat. So Little Debbie it is for now. I just took a half day. So Jose wouldn't be home by himself all day, just stewing in his thoughts. As I know that's what he's doing. You know how you so hungry, you just want something quick, but I also want something good. But there's literally nothing other than Chick-fil-A that I feel like I would be like satisfied. Since Chick-fil-A changed their chicken, I don't care for it so much. I don't know if it's just because I know they didn't change their chicken, or if it legit does taste different to me. I have not liked any Chick-fil-A that I've gotten in the last couple of months. Now the key to these Little Debbies, I like them while they cold, so that's why I'm swallowing it down so quick, because I had it in the refrigerator. And it's hot out here, so I don't want it to get like mushy. I am a cornball. I know this about myself, and I'm okay with it. So I'll check back in when I decide what I'm gonna eat. So I ended up with McDonald's, unfortunately. And it was exactly as I expected to be. McDonald's. So I just got a $5 meal. And whatever. Well, I have arrived at my destination, and I will check in probably tomorrow. We're cleaning today at work, so I dressed down. Other than that, like, that's the main thing I'm doing today, as of right now. But like I said, we're in our renovation period, so I will pitch in wherever I'm needed. I already had one coworker ask me to help with a project, so that's probably gonna take a good portion of the day. I think the Geritol update from, if you saw July's vlog, I was saying how run down I've been. I've been coming home going straight to sleep, The Geritol seems to be working. I have been able to stay up consistently. Like, I haven't felt like drowsy, tired. I've still been kind of tired, but not like that exhaustion level tiredness. Hopefully this is the answer, and I just needed some vitamins. So I will check back in. So my video is probably, why are you all in my face like that? As Miss Ted would say. Yeah. So I'm about to order some food from Panda Express before I go home, because it's literally nothing at the house to eat. Stand by, because my battery gonna die. I don't think I'm gonna make it. So while I was waiting for my food, I got a birthday cake remix with no sprinkles. Because it's Thursday. And I had a coupon. Because I'm a cheap bastard. So my food should be ready now. My. Okay, I'm home. And I want to get naked so bad, but I got a couple things to do. I'm still going to get naked, but not in front of y'all. Okay, I know I shared it a little bit on last vlog, but this little thing right here, I am obsessed with it. It's the Aroma 360. It smells so freaking good. Now, look at this. Oh, you probably can't see it. It puts out a little mist. Can you see the mist? I don't know if you can see it. But it don't leave no residue on nothing. First of all, like, it's an oil, but it doesn't, no matter where you put it, it's not getting oil on my TV, on my counter. I usually just put it right there because I can smell it throughout the whole house if I put it right there. When we went to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and you walked into I think that's the Marriott. When you walked into the hotel, you're like greeted with this scent, and it just smells, to me, it smells so freaking amazing. And I have been thinking about that scent ever since we left Tennessee. And Z was like, oh, I just got this thing, it's at my house. And I'm like, you know what is it? So we looked it up, and I'm like, and I saw that they had the hotel scents in there, and I was like, oh, I'm going right now. I went that same day. So on that vlog, that was my lunch break, me going down there to get it. But anyway, yeah. So if you like good, something that's make your house smell good, that's not a candle, because you know, the other month I had fell asleep with a candle burning in the living room. Thank you, Jesus, that nothing happened, but knocked out. Like, I slept for like 3 hours with a candle. Oh. So anyway, yeah, this is me. And thank God, by the grace of God, you know, they say he protect babies and fools. So I don't too much burn candles, no way. So that just kind of really, like, if I'm home alone, yeah, I'm not gonna be fooling up with no candles like that. So this was the perfect answer. So I want to get one for my car, and I want to get one for the office. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Anywho, this is not sponsored, but if Aroma 360 ever see this and want to sponsor your girl, hit me up, because I love the product. Anyway, I'm going to eat my orange chicken. I got the orange. Oh, let me flip it around so you can see what I got. Oop, I almost tore my camera up. I got the orange chicken and the Beijing beef and the chow mein noodles. I probably am not going to eat any of these noodles, because that ice cream, I ate some of my ice cream on my way home, and let's just say I'm not even really hungry for this food, but I want to take a couple of bites while it's still fresh. Because once it get cold, it just ain't the same. The skin gets soggy. So today, my coworker taught me into helping him clean out. Like we're doing spring cleaning, like I said. And he taught me into helping him with his project. And let me tell you, some of them boxes was heavy, and he ended up leaving me by myself for a little bit. And I was just teasing him about lifting the box by himself. Like, you don't mess around, throw your back out. Why he leave me by myself, and I'm over here like I'm She-Ra moving these boxes around. Now my back is like, what happened? I'm gonna take an Epsom salt bath. That I'm praying that Epsom salt is gone and nip whatever it is in the bud. Anyway, he bought me lunch as a bribe for helping him do his project. So while we took a break to eat lunch, I tried to watch this video to get me hit to. I done ordered this, the Lumen device. It's supposed to help you see like throughout the day if you're burning carbs or burning fat. So next week we're gonna be using the Lumen and see how it works, cause I gotta do something to get this fat off my booty. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll check back in later. Just gonna record it. So I have a word. God's timing is perfect, and trust in God's timing. I'm sitting here watching the Callum Johnson show. He has the Budgetnista on, and excuse me, I was just eating something sweet, and she was just giving an example of someone that had reached out to her and was wondering, like, we make good money, but we can't afford to buy a house. And so she was like digging into their, she kind of looked at what the situation was. And she's like, her and her husband combined make over $255,000. But they live in California, in a very expensive part of California. And when she looked it up, when the Budgetnista looked it up, she said the average median income in that area to own a property, to buy a house, is over $400, and I believe she said $10,000. $410,000, right? So they're making really good money. And they were just like, oh, they did all of the things. They went to school, got a good job, got a career, saving money. But they still can't get a house. And it brought me back to, how we do things, and after the fact, we kind of get puffed up. Like, you can kind of, I can speak for myself that I've done things, and after the fact, like, oh, once you see the reward of it, you kind of have a little puffed up chest about it, that like, oh, I did this thing, but it really wasn't me that did the thing, right? We know it wasn't me that did the thing. So when we bought our house, right before the housing market got crazy, right? So when we even started the process of purchasing this house, we didn't go into this process of how we got our house. It was God, because we both knew that we wanted to purchase a home, and we were like, okay, let's just find out what we need to do to get prepared to buy a house. We went into the process with the mindset and the heart set that we were getting information to see what's out there, what we could afford, what we would need to do to get our finances in order to get a house. We weren't going in to go see houses with the intent of purchasing the house at that time. Yeah, we definitely weren't. But once we started looking at houses and seeing what's possible and looking at the money, like, yo, we could do this. Like, we make enough money to do this. And we ended up getting the house. And I said all that to say that I'm in a new season of having a desire to start this business and being in fear of moving forward. I know fear is causing me to not move at the pace that I was moving because it's getting serious now. It's not just an idea, and it's not just, okay, this is what could be. This is what is happening, right? Okay, God didn't give you this vision for you to sit on it. Like, there's been so many things that I've had a vision for that I didn't move on, and definitely those things have come to pass. One of those things is like Instacart, basically. You know, I had that vision, golly, let me say 2011 or 2010, because I hadn't met my husband yet. So 2010 or 2011, I told a couple young ladies that I went to church with that I had a vision of, you know, you're cooking, especially like Thanksgiving, you cooking a big meal or whatever, holiday time, and you forget one or two ingredients, and you don't want to go to the store to get, like, can it just be a service that somebody just, you order it on the app and they just drop it off to you? Like, you could just order it and somebody could just bring it to you. I had that vision in 2010, 2011, and now look where we are. DoorDash, Instacart, the same type of services that I had an idea for that I didn't do anything with, right? And sometimes it's like the vision is bigger than you can see, you know, and God only gives you parts of the vision. He doesn't give you the whole thing because you can't handle the whole thing, right? So he gave me the parts, and I started on the parts that I'm like, okay, that seems feasible. I can do that. But now we're getting into the parts where it's like, I don't know, can I do that? No, you can't do that, Janae, but God can. So this is to my future self. Trust the process. God's timing is perfect. You got it. Just do what he says do. All the provision that you need is already there. You just have to make the moves. Don't worry about where the money is coming from. Don't worry about where the resources or the knowledge is coming from. God will download to you what you need in that time, and trust in his process, trust in his word, that whatever move that you make, if you do it aligned with God, it will come to pass. You're welcome to your future self. And don't get puffed up when the vision comes to pass like you did it, because it wasn't you. Bye. Good afternoon. It's almost 1 p.m. on Saturday, August 10th. Jose and I are going to go do our primary voting, early vote, because I just put my request in, well, our request in yesterday to get our vote by mail ballots, but we missed the cutoff for, look at him, he's so loud. He back there on the phone with, I think, his brother-in-law. Anyway, so he's waiting on me to get together, but I need to break my fast because I'm so hungry. I think I'm gonna just eat these Kellogg's mini wheats and a boiled egg, because I know I need to break my fast with protein. But I'm not really, I'm hungry, but I'm not like really wanting nothing really heavy, because we're supposed to be taking Stephanie, or going out with Stephanie for her birthday. I don't know if we're doing lunch or dinner, so I don't want to go too crazy food-wise. So yeah, I'm gonna have me a hard-boiled egg real quick, if it's any left, because somebody Yeah, this is a hard-boiled egg. I've been putting like little X's on them so that I know what's what. Ooh. That egg had like a lot of water trapped between the shell and the egg from, I guess, from steaming it or what. Oh, I guess I could have let you see my little egg preparation. I already cut it and put some salt on it. That's all I do. I just cut it and put a little of this pink Himalayan salt. I'm almost out. As you can see, that's one of the things I got on my list to order from Amazon. I used to hate hard-boiled. When I was younger, I loved them. When we would do Easter, I would eat hard-boiled eggs, and I liked them. But at some point, once I got grown, I quit. I couldn't stand the taste of them, but I've acquired a new taste for them again. That's weird. I've been tracking my fast with the Zero app. Oh, wow. I didn't start the fast last night. It say 22 hours since my last fast. Let me edit this. Start fasting. I started about 10 p.m. last night. It was about 10 p.m. So I did 15 hours. I'm shy of my goal, but that's okay. My goal is 16, so I did not meet the goal, but I want to go ahead and get my day started. So he is so loud. This is why I record when he ain't here. I think they on the game. You know what I had left? I'll eat this. I had some. Where's a protein smoothie? Ain't nothing but blueberries, protein powder, vanilla whey protein powder, and chia seeds. Oh, I used coconut water. When I tell you that smoothie was so fire, I was like, I'm going to save the rest and eat it as a bowl. Yeah. So, yeah, this is my favorite bread. It's a flourless bread. It's expensive, but one loaf usually lasts me at least 2 months. So, when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad. I think one loaf is like $5, $5.30. And I usually only eat one slice unless I'm really, really hungry. But yeah. Well, you know what would be good with this? Would be to put some like fresh blueberries on here and some granola. And make it like an acai bowl. That would be good. The granola that I love, I don't have. So I'm going to just put some Greek yogurt on top of this. And eat my yogurt and blueberries and crush some granola. It's a terrible granola, but I'm not a big fan of Greek yogurt, and granola seems to help me swallow it down. This one isn't too bad, but I'm sure it has more sugar than I really need. This one has 19 grams of sugar. So I'm not going to be able to eat this next week. That'll be almost all the carbs I can have for the whole day. But I'm going to eat all of these blueberries because I don't want them to go bad. So I'm just going to pour them all in. Hopefully they don't go everywhere. That's a lot of blueberries. So unfortunately, this is the only granola I have in the house. I'm going to try it without the granola. Let me try it. Look how much blueberries I got. They stick it to the spoon. So that combined with this. This has how much sugar? Surprisingly, these have 3 grams of protein, but it has... Golly, I can't... It's got 29 grams of carbs, so that ought to tell you. Why they ain't got sugar highlighted? Why ain't sugar highlighted? I'm only going to eat probably a half of one bar. 12 grams added sugars. This is a lot of sugar that I'm about to have. So I'm having a dessert technically. But I'm only gonna eat a half of one of these. So I'm gonna just take this much. That ain't even a half. I just need something to take away from the yogurt by itself. So that's what it looks like. I only put that one little half while y'all looking at the floor and my feet. So, and then once I get to the bottom, I got protein, a protein shake. That crunch. That crunch is just what it needed. That little crunch, that just made this, that was a game changer. I'll let you know how, when I get to the bottom of this, how that turned out, if I remember. Let me get out here because they talking about people. And I don't need them to be on camera. We're going to go early vote and get some lunch. It's, for me, early dinner because it's already 3:30. So yeah, there's that. We're on our way to do our civic duty. Early vote.
Today's doing rainbows. Go, baby.
We voted early. We voted early. You can't even see me. I'm proud of us. First day of early voting and we got it done. We did not wait till the last second.
Long.
We did not
Long bleeping line.
It wasn't no line.
No line. 2 minutes out.
Yeah, in and out.
Now we gonna do.
Now we gonna what? Eat. What we eat?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So I am finally home. It's 5:22 from our morning spa day. It was absolutely incredible. I feel like a brand new person. Like, I was telling Marcia on the way at home, I said, girl, I'm relaxed from the top of my head to the bottom of my toe. I don't know how we gonna get home. But needless to say, even though I had to drive us, the whole trip was fantastic. We were only 7 minutes late after the morning debacle of us getting lost. Utterly ridiculous, but GPS ain't always right. So anyway, I'm going to try to sit here. I'm waiting for my mama. She put me on hold. I finally hung up the phone because she ain't never came back. So my phone is all about dead. So I'm going to plug in my phone and sit here and try to edit some footage because I have got so much footage for August. Like, this going to have to be in 2 parts. There's no way. There's no way. I think this outing, today's outing, it may have its own video because it's a lot of footage I got to comb through. So, yeah. But I'm so thankful for Marcy for making us
take time out for ourselves and really treat ourselves and do something nice for ourselves. Just because, not because it's our birthday or a holiday or anything like that. Just taking time out, having a spa day with the girls, rest and relaxation, and it was well worth it, and I would say it was well deserved. So talk to you later. Okay guys, so I did a thing. I remodeled my living room for $0. My idea was to stack that bookcase. It was a long bookcase that went from basically where it is now to the end of that mirror. But now I stacked it up high so that the living room has more space. So I'm very impressed with how my project came out. I'm such a terrible vlogger. I didn't take any before and afters. I didn't take any footage during us putting it together. But for the most part, I'm happy with how the project turned out. And it's after work. I was supposed to be taking Tiffany home, but she needed to stop here before we go home to the UPS store to drop boxes off. I'm ready to go. I ain't had no lunch. And I'm hungry. I'm getting hangry. Look at her. Coming out here with all the yams out. Yeah, she got me holding up progress.
What are you recording?
My vlog.
Oh, I'm part of your vlog. Hi, vlog.
I can't stand her. Trish Jr. Right there.
Look, I'll just...
Good morning. Today's the day. It's about 10:43. I am on my way to have this cyst removed from my back. It's a epidermal cyst. So it says the procedure should take about 30 minutes. I've watched 100,000 YouTube videos on the procedure, so prayerfully it goes as smoothly and quickly as this one does. I probably could have got this done way cheaper at another location that my insurance covers, but the dermatologist was like, he's the best. So if you could get on his schedule, if I was you, I would go with him. So I'm taking her word on it that even though I'm going to pay more out of pocket, he's like the best at this type of surgery or whatever, procedure. So yeah, I will check in after my procedure and we'll see how it went. Okay, so I've made it back home and I'm not in any pain yet. The procedure was about an hour and a half ago. It only took about 15 20 minutes and I was done. The longest and worst part of it was the actual numbing. They prick you, the needle prick for the numbing. That was the worst part of the whole procedure, and it didn't even take, I want to say 3 minutes. It was really quick. Probably even a minute. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna take some pain medicine probably about another half hour or so. I'll take just some Tylenol just to, I don't want to even feel nothing. I ain't felt nothing so far other than the pricks from the needles, and I don't want to feel nothing yet. So yeah, I am going to lay down and try to do some editing in the bed. Oh, the only thing I did mention it when I was leaving out. I got my procedure done at Hollywood Dermatology. The doctor that was recommended was Dr. Weiss. So he did come in for the consult. I didn't even see his face. Like, that's how quick he was in and out of the room. So he told them, like, he was like, oh yeah, whatever, da-da-da-da. I think he was in the room maybe 2 minutes. He looked at it, told the girls what to do,
And it was another doctor that actually performed the surgery. Like, the whole reason I went to them, because they was like, oh, go, you need to come to see Weiss. He didn't even do the procedure. So I'm just like, what was the point of that? The only reason I went on ahead and did it there, because the dermatologist was like, that's the one she recommended. She was like, if you could get in with him, that's who you need. That's, if I was getting it done, that's who I would go with. He did not do my procedure. Another doctor did, but she did fantastic. So far, so good. We'll see what the scar looks like, if there's even a scar, but she was fantastic. I didn't feel anything. At one point during it, I felt like a little pinch, and she was like, oh, do you feel that? And I was like, oh, it's a little pinch. So she put some more numbing, and it wasn't even, it didn't hurt. It was just like, oh, I felt a little something. And she was like, nah. So they took care of me good, but why? He didn't do the surgery. So, anywho, I'm getting off here. I'm rambling. Deuce.